Hey everybody, we are
Hi.
here. We made it. Well, Jackie made it. Yay! busy girl. This one. I'm telling you. I'm sitting here going. It was like 1 minute to 11. I'm like, did Jackie forget about me?
Completely confused as to what day of the week it is, lads. Apologies, but we're here.
But we're here. And Magus, you are awesome. Thank you, Heather and Jackie, for making these videos and sharing your
Mwah.
knowledge on these amazing cards. You are so welcome and you are a blessing to us as well, Magus. And for anybody who watches playback, please leave a comment, even if it's a small one, to help, make this series that Jackie and I are doing a bit more, hopefully popular, more in the algorithms, because Jackie and I
Yeah.
enjoy doing them. And we love, sharing about different cards and from different decks and things. So, yeah, we would appreciate that. Always the thumbs up. Hi, Nancy.
Nancy.
Miss
Hey, Nancy.
Nancy is here.
Huh.
So that would be greatly appreciated for even just the smallest, comment, especially if, you sit there for a while and think, well, this is what the Queen of Cups means to me. If you just want to put one word,
Yeah,
that'll work too. So
absolutely. Anytime.
greatly appreciated. So maybe we give it a few moments. We are running a little behind, and the YouTube drop in the notifications. So just give a few minutes for peeps to pop in. Although Magus was here bright and early, he was here to catch the worm, the proverbial worm. But yeah, Nancy and Magus, thank you again for joining us. And I'm going to take a quick sip before my tea gets cold. My
No, no
Irish
point drinking cold
Twinings
tea.
tea.
Is
Yes.
it?
My Irish tea. My last one, so we're going to have to get myself some more. Um, so, what's new? Anything you want to share while we're waiting for peeps to pop in? New decks, new
Uh,
things coming to your channel. Anything of the sort
no, new decks. It's
or
been a while.
sorted?
Yeah, imagine since I got a deck. um,
Oh,
I've just been pulling out ones I haven't used in a bit. Like I just took out my Jesus, Maya just texted me. I didn't know you have a live today. Come on now, Maya. She needs to cop on. She should know we're on every Wednesday. Um,
don't worry. My was it? What? No, who is it?
Maya.
Moya. Don't worry about it. She forgot me, so don't let her pull that one for you.
Well,
but
hopefully she'll actually come in.
yeah, because those were hotcakes for you that for a while there. It was like,
Oh my God, come here. Like just the one thing I'm most obsessed with about this deck is the card stock. It is the most divine card stock for riffle shuffling. You could not get better. But it's beautiful. Like because I do love the kind of what are the primary colors of the Marseille deck. That's about the only thing I really like about it. Well, I love the very old fashioned looking artwork, Um, but obviously, you know me, I don't do pips. So I love that he.
she's like,
I love that he combined. Excuse me, combined
I
the
love them
two.
all.
They're
Yes.
fabulous.
For,
I know
for a
you do.
while there was the the Shitty Tarot, and then we went to that one, and then there was
That's
another
just
one, the Jamie
classic.
Sawyer. Yep. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have our, when the energy is right for certain decks, and I just want to
True.
share this. So you saw flowing in Dolly's chat today, so I'm glad that she is. I hope she's feeling better. And Nancy, next time you see her, just can you remind her I have a new channel in case she doesn't know, and that's might be why we don't get to
Oh,
see her. So
that's why
I'm
Maya doesn't come on it. Probably. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Oh yeah, and then because you don't, I don't have the option for simulcasting. Although I think I heard recently, I think it was from
Mhm.
Sherry from the Sherry Swamp, Sherry H from the Swamp was telling me that she got hit with a violation because YouTube was saying that she was broadcasting somebody else's content and she was doing a simulcast with somebody. It
Weird.
was weird. It was really weird. So
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. And Irene is here. Hello, Irene. And I don't know if Jackie has seen this, but I got a new tarot deck last week, Jackie.
Ooh. Yarn Tarot.
It's
Interesting.
awesome. I'm learning
I've never heard of it.
crochet. I'm learning crochet. I've got all my
I love
needles,
crochet.
my new needles, but I have to get a polisher
Oh,
because
wow.
these are still sticky.
Huh.
So they look like little wands.
Hey,
And
Felicity.
so, hey, Nalani, how are you, my dear? That's Hypnicity. And Nalani, I hope I'm getting your name right. I'm pretty sure it is. It's Hawaiian or
Oh,
Polynesian,
cool.
if I remember correct, Nalani. So yeah, I had fun at my group last week and was waiting for it to start and looked down and went, oh, look, Yarn Tarot. So I can do readings that'll have you and everybody in stitches.
Stitches. Ah, good one.
So I think I might do that later tonight just to raise my my mood up. And so still nursing a cold, and I got it right. Well, I hope you
Whiskey.
feel better. So alrighty, we got 6 peeps in the chat. So as always, I hand it over to Jackie.
There will be a
The
test. 6 peeps at the end, so concentrate.
I got grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's
we
get started.
want everyone in chat to also take part.
Yes.
This is interactive, guys. If you have anything to say about your own Queen of Cups or the ones we're showing, please do feel free to put anything in the chat, because that's one of the things I loved most about my course that I was doing there a few weeks ago, is the lads were putting stuff in chat that I hadn't thought of, and I was going, oh my god, I'm learning too, because we're all learning all the time, yourselves.
Constantly, yes.
Yeah, no matter what we're talking about, not just tarot, anything at all, we're all teaching each other all the time. So I love that. Like,
very cool.
so do please put up anything the YouTube violation was unoriginal content because of simulcasting.
Which makes no sense because YouTube has to be aware that we're all simulcasting now.
But they allow it, so why it doesn't make sense?
Why do they point out one of my fellow readers? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
I think it's
absolutely
so beautiful that Carol brought. Yes, I could not agree more.
People all over the world, I love it.
So I'll hand us over, as always. Our guru, tarot guru, will kick us off.
Well, the first thing about the Queen of Cups is queens, to me at least, are water, and the cups part is water. So this is water of water. So this is a very emotional person. Obviously, it doesn't have to be a queen. It can be a man as well. The energy doesn't matter. I often say, for example, that I have a female friend who I would consider to be a king of pentacles, because she is someone with a restaurant in the country. I think she was born there and reared there, and she moved to Ireland a few years ago. And with that money, she buys houses here and renovates them, lives there for a few years, sells them, buys the next house, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? So she is doing a lot of good work renovating houses in my hometown, but to me, she's a king of pentacles. So this doesn't have to be a woman. This could be a man who is very in touch with his emotions. Jackie, the queen of the court cards. I love it.
There she is.
So yeah, I think that's the most important thing really with the court cards, is knowing the 2 elements that are associated, because obviously, like, if you think just for an example, Queen of Wands would be water of fire. Throw water on fire and you put it out. So
or get steamy.
Do you know what I mean? So they can let their emotions kind of dull their fire and their passion. Whereas this is like totally, I mean, she could be completely over the top emotionally. She might be someone who's just off the wall altogether with her emotions and can't kind of balance herself and calm herself down. She might get too upset about the slightest little thing. You have to think about all these little things when it comes to the elemental dignities. That's what it's called. So I love that. But yeah, she's I mean, all the queens are kind of a mother figure anyway. Queens are about creation. So these are the people who are creating things in their life, and then the kings are managing those things. So this could be male or female who's creating a new business idea, a new career path, a new family, etc., etc. You know. And then they'd move on to the next level, which is the level of the kings, which is managing that, you know. So it might be the person who comes up with an idea for a new business, and then as they move up the ladder, they'll in turn become the king managing it, you know. So yeah,
That's why it's
I would
interesting. Oh, sorry.
go on, no, go on.
No, I'm just saying that's why it's interesting when I pick up another Thoth deck again, because the Thoth only goes as far as the Queen. So I'm
Oh
wondering
yeah,
how they expand and how they break down what the King's attributes are into the other cards. So I'm looking forward to learning again what that was all
so
about. So
what did you say they have? But they still
they
have four,
have
don't they?
queens, knights, and then princes and princesses.
Oh yeah, okay. Huh.
So it's interesting to see what attributes the king in RWS tarot is given. When you're with the Thoth deck. So it'll be
Yeah,
interesting. I mean, it may be that the queen is like managing of all, but
maybe, yeah.
yeah, it's been years. I mean, early 20s or mid 20s since I've had that deck. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know nothing about Thoth, but I do have a friend who I think the only deck she has is Thoth. So I must ask her about that and see if she knows. Now, I don't know if she knows that much about it because I think it's more like something she bought years ago and didn't really do a lot with, you know. But I must ask her next time I see her and see if she has any insights into it because
Yeah.
I know she knows nothing about RWS anyway.
I know Tom and I are discussing on doing a show where we discuss the Thoth deck. So
Okay.
at some
Hmm.
point, hopefully, within the year, still in this year, we'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
And Nancy says, "I'm putting you on my TV." Oh my God. Woo, watching and learning, but can't comment. You're fine, Nancy.
That's all right, girl.
So
Yeah. Notice too how I'll show you my other card in a minute. Like if you think of the page, it's a very simple cup, right? There's no fancy schmancy about the cup at all. The knight is a bit more extravagant, I think, and this one is very fancy. Look at the detail in that cup.
I thought
It
they
looks
were
more like
horns, but they're angels, right?
they're angels, yeah, yeah. See, when you go way in, you can see them. I mean, you can see all the detail there. Look, when you hold it really up close, there's like a cross on top. There's an angels at either side. There's amazing, intricate details on the cup itself. So it seems like the queens have the most detail on the beautiful cup. But see the little over here, the little
The little
kind of a
cherub. Yeah.
it's but it's like oh no, it's holding a fish. Yeah, it's a little angel
Here.
holding a fish. No, but see the ones up here, the ones up on the back of the chair are like little mermaids,
Yeah.
angels kind of things. Do you know?
Merbabies.
There's an awful lot of detail in these cards if you
Mm-hmm.
kind of like if you're into looking at the detail and kind of um actually finding out what all these little details mean.
I
It's
mean, I
quite
have that
interesting.
book still have that book, but
You
it's so
still have
hard
it, yeah?
sometimes
Yeah.
because it's broken. It's not like it's like broken English the way they write some of it.
That's the
So
thing you see, yeah, yeah.
the
That's the
cherubs
thing that
trust
bothers
her.
me.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
Irene just says real quick, enjoying a nice day of a summery day. Yes, enjoy. She's our people over in Canada. So our fellow people. So Irene, you're learning about the Queen of Cups, so make
Oh,
sure
she
you
is,
share with
yeah.
us too.
Oh, do.
So, ooh,
This
now
this
that's
is my
vibrant.
Rider Marseille one, which is obviously very similar, but it's just the image is a bit closer up. But it's he's kept it quite like the RWS itself, just brought it a bit closer up, simplified the cup slightly, and obviously the Marseille colours, but it's beautiful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I love the way he did the font, very kind of old fashioned looking. Look at the U's look like V's,
Yep, the Renaissance medieval period. Yep.
Yeah, I love it. And
Because
the
I'm in
faces
love
are,
with this deck.
it's beautiful. Like, I love it.
Hmm.
She
She
represents
represents
healing for me.
healing. So
Yeah,
no, I want to share that. Hmm. She's a
absolutely.
healing energy, a healing presence. Exactly.
I'm
She's the
I'm
mother of
dying
the
to hear from
angels.
Megas.
Magus, you're too quiet. What are you doing
Come
over
on,
there?
come on,
You're
start typing.
you're master tarot yourself. So let's get in and sharing what the Queen of
Come on, we
Cups
want
means to
everyone
you.
telling us what they think.
So let me set this book because I have the two with me. So were you done? So I don't.
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Work away. Yep.
So I'm still working with my Fyodor Pavlov. Absolutely just love this deck. And this is the Queen of Cups that's in
Ooh.
the deck. It is slightly different, but I love the way how he describes. Um, he says this is like the divine feminine. She's the embodiment of the divine feminine, and like the Empress, she is
Mm.
full of. Let me see how he phrases it here. So to put it properly, she always makes me think of motherhood. Her caring and creative nature is visually expressed. Here, let me hold that up so people can see as I'm reading. Is visually expressed in the fact that she is literally, no, we're going to the King of Cups again, literally pregnant with ideas, with deep feeling,
Mm.
with some kind of deeply intimate endeavor. She is in control of this endeavor, especially with being in control of the emotions, but is gentle and caring, but it's a gentle and caring kind of control. She is leading by being a part of it. He also describes her, I love how he uses the word ethereal. She's ethereal, kind, and mysterious. And he also says is one of the most emotionally intuitive and sensitive cups. She represents the energy of compassion, creativity, love, and care. She is not simply still. She is stable. Rather than being overwhelmed by or brimming over with emotions, she is part of the flow. So that's that grounded, caring, in control of the emotions. She just goes with the flow. But
Mm.
with his reversal, if you get reversals, this says here the queen's emotions run unchecked. She is capricious, unpredictable, volatile. Her emotions, and I love this, everybody. I actually, hey, Jax, her emotions bleed like an opened wound. Wow. And when an injury is this grievous, a simple bandage may not be enough. The Queen of Cups wants us to get to the source of the problem because only by identifying it, we can treat it correctly. So, I mean, how profound is that? You know, her emotions bleed like an open wound.
It's a beautiful image.
Yeah. And especially for women, when we do have our periods and stuff, we know how painful that can be. We understand about how our emotions flow. We're dealing with the excess water. We're dealing with the emotions. And those who have been pregnant, I've never happened, but you know, like with Jackie and mothers, I can't imagine the emotions that I hear that go along with that on top of that. And you know, trying to find that balance and being able to stay grounded and going with the flow, like he describes in that card. So, but yeah, she's one of my favorites. I
Mm.
will agree. And let's see. I like that hypnicity of healing feeling. And Magus said, I'm learning from you. Let me think.
He's still
And
thinking.
he's still thinking. And Jax is here, had to pick up, okay, let's see. Ebb and flow, yo, surf it. I love Jax. She just nails it. So yep, surf it. Pregnancy is a trip for sure in a whole lot of ways. I know Irene's a mama, and Jax says, yes, yes, yes. I named my crazy part. I call her by name. I'll tell Paula to go take a nap. Okay? Paula is. So, anybody else would like to share before because I do have another book, The Inner Tarot, where she by Kate Van Horn. I love bringing this to the show each week. because she dives a little deeper because of her using tarot as a part of healing as well. And let's see, what did
That's
Nalani
good.
share with us? Looking at the rider deck, are those crystals at her feet? I have that one too, and they look like, well, they could be crystals. For me, I think they're like pebbles and
They're just
stones,
like colored stones, yeah.
but they could be crystals if we wanted to. And on this card, it says here the queens represent a mature woman, cultivator, supportive, giving, and accessible. Now, cultivator, I feel more like cultivating makes me feel like cultivating the earth, cultivating the ground. So for me, that feels more like a pentacle, just for me, a keyword, but supportive, giving, and accessible. And the cups, again, about emotions, connecting to your spirit and soul, intuition, relationships, and fluid and flowing. So let's see. Thinking is hard. Yeah, I get it on some days. Yes, it
Any
is.
excuse.
And we have Keith joining us. Hello, Keith. Good
Hey,
afternoon. As
Keith.
your peace and comfort flows with every healing breath. Well, we are talking about the Queen of Cups. So there's something there that we can add to the Queen of Cups. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Like Paula Abdul, she's a little off my mad part. Okay. Oh, the days of Paula Abdul. You know, when Straight Up came out, I was a junior in
Huh.
high school and I had to learn a dance routine to Straight Up. I still remember a few parts of it too.
Wow.
So, pebbles and stones on mine. So, Irene, what emotions is she bringing out of you? Come on, girl. Put them in the chat. Let's see what you got. And Nalani says she must have an affiliation with Earth. And Keith says, my mind is sword and shield. That's what his mind is. And got anything else that you want to add, Jackie, to the Queen of Cups before I share Kate's? While we're hanging, what was it, hanging on a prayer for Magus to share his divine
I know,
insight
yeah.
with us.
It looks like we'll be waiting. Thinking is hard.
Yep.
Well, of course, I forgot to mention just the fact that like it's not just about emotions, it's all to do with love and relationships too. So she's like she's the one who's on top of her, like sorry, I'm getting all sorts of notifications on YouTube. She is good with relationships and with, yes, emotions, but intuition as well. You know, she's really in touch with her intuition because of all that water that's associated with her. You know, have I met Keith before? Will someone tell me?
Keith is new to my channel.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember when he started popping, and I think maybe Keith, I met you through Ginger Faye, I believe, and then Keith's been popping in and saying hi in my chats ever since. So
Good stuff.
welcome. Yeah.
So yeah, just I always kind of associate cups anyway with heart chakra. So anything heart chakra related, I consider the Queen of Cups to be in charge of. You know.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm just looking at her crown. I think, or is it? I think maybe I should have waited until later.
You're funny, Irene. Let's see. Megas, yay! I'm thinking water and mind and her focus on the inner chamber. Ooh, yeah. What's in some cards? You know, have a picture of her holding that chalice with a veil over it, like a cover over it.
Oh
There's someone
yeah.
that's got the cover on that. Her, you know, it's completely open in her hand. And I've heard some people speak of that being like the containment of her emotions, showing that she's, but it's kind of weird that she would be depicted with a closed container when when her card represents flowing and the ability to let things flow naturally, and not profusely, but naturally, and yet to have them contained. So I thought that was interesting. The kind of like the Holy Grail kind of thing too. You know, I've seen some people associate in the
She looks
past.
stern. Yeah.
She's a, well, yes, she actually does.
A little bit.
That was
I
the
just
one thing with some of, oh, I'm
2
sorry.
minutes. I just got
Okay.
no. I just got to open my curtain because it's getting dark.
Yep. So for me, I've noticed in Pamela Coleman's art, a lot of her court faces are got that stern, the
It's
kings
getting dark
and
so early here now. Jesus, like
yes, it is here too. So yay,
only
fall is
half
here.
seven.
So yeah, Pamela has a habit of making her faces a little stern.
Yeah.
I concur.
Mm, yeah.
Except for the Empress. I don't think she's made her Empress. But I noticed the court cards. Yeah, because you got to be kind of like emotionally. Well, I think kind of like maybe it's the concentration. Now, see, hers is
This
gentle
one
and
is too.
soft,
Yeah.
whereas Pamela's, it's kind of hard to see, but she's got that eyebrow, like, like, like trying to contain the emotions, trying to keep, like, have control, maybe control over them. So maybe it's her working hard to be able to stay in control and in balance of her emotions as well.
That's
And
the healing light tarot, isn't it? You have, Irene. Is that what you told me you have? I think.
and Irene says, I like my Chris Butler Queen of Cups.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get one of Chris's. I think that was the one. And let's see. Nolani says all of the queens have serious faces. And then I've seen a couple of the kings and they're kind of like, like I
Oh,
really
that
don't want to be
King
here.
of
Maybe not.
Pentacles. Yeah.
Um,
I
let's
can't be
see. I
dealing with
did miss
him.
something Keith said. If I desire a buzz, I'd use the color breathing method and anchoring for that. Yep. There's all different ways we can do it naturally, within the energy of ourselves. And let's see, what did Jack say? Well, court seems somewhat dangerous. Maybe games afoot. Must have your poker face on. And now I've got Lady Gaga song Poker Face in my brain. Thank you, Jax, very much. um, but yeah, I think that's a great point that Jax just pointed out. And he says you can heal something if you sink into the feeling. Ooh, I like that. Oh, you can't heal. Oh, excuse me. Something if you sink into the feeling. I'm not sure what you mean. For me, sinking into the feeling and being present with it makes you able to figure out where it's coming from, to sympathize with it, to connect with it, but also to start working with healing that aspect. So that's interesting how we have all different perspectives on that. And Irene says, there's one stork like silhouette amongst gulls signifying birth, and the queen looks possibly pregnant, so birth of something. There you go. So what deck again are you using, Irene? I think, well, which one was it that you mentioned, Jackie, that you think she said she had?
The
I can't remember.
healing light, I think.
The Healing
Yeah.
Light. Oh, by Chris Butler. Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Our brain got the good stuff. Yes, it does. Maybe there's something solemn about royalty. Possibly, yes. Queen of Cups have to let things flow. Yes. I love this. This is what Jackie and I like when everyone shares their thoughts and insights and just going with the flow, especially with today. And in my healing service, I shift emotional states with content free inductions. I'm not sure exactly content free inductions are, but it's nice that you offer healing to others. That's a wonderful gift to give to another. I have classic Rider Waite and the Healing Light one. Alrighty. And there's Maya.
There
Hi,
she
Maya.
is.
Hi, Stephanie, right? Her daughter, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Did I get that correct? So it's
Are
been
you
a
watching
while.
us on
So,
the big
hi,
screen?
Maya. Oh, boy.
They're probably watching us
like
on the
I'm gonna
big
go
screen
like
too.
this. And he says,
You're on the big screen. Oh, yeah, there it is. Look, yeah.
I use my verbal medicine skills to bring healing. Gotcha. So, Keith, let me ask you something. I know this is kind of going off topic, but I've known a few readers in other circles in our community that do light language. And I'm wondering if that's something that you do. And if you do you would like to share? I'm just curious. So, alrighty. My other card, of course, they're using the traditional, Rider Waite. Mine's the Radiant because I needed
Yeah.
some nice colorization than the ones that Pamela used. And I'm going with the Inner Tarot by Kate Van Horn. I highly recommend this book. And for the Queen of Cups, she always writes a small poem that comes out of her initially when she studied the cards. And in hers, it says, "There, at the very crown of her head, was a huge channel of light that extended toward the sky and effortlessly connected to her source." Wait a minute, that extended toward the sky and effortlessly connected her to source. Quite psychic herself. And her traits are, of course, what we've already spoken about: feminine, intuitive, generous, maternal, empathic, creative, and I love the word soft, appreciative, and graceful. And under her meaning, it says here, when this mother archetype shows up in a reading, I respect and admire her immense connection to the divine feminine and natural healing presence. A maternal court rank combined with the most feminine element of water creates a supercharged and super emotional third eye connection. So now we're acknowledging the third eye with the intuition and with the psychic abilities connected to the water. This queen shares her wisdom and healing power through the art of connection, unconditional love, and of course psychic wisdom. Because she is a complete empath, she must consider her emotions, as she often carries and nurtures the emotions of any other soul she encounters. She's quick to absorb and carry feelings and vibrations that aren't necessarily hers to hold. Healing comes effortlessly to her, so we'll often see her channeled through healing modalities like Keith, spiritual leadership like Magus. And yes, Magus, I think of you as a spiritual leader in our community. Um, so, and careful and caregiving, excuse me. When she arrives, perhaps our spiritual and intuitive connection are awakened or strengthened, or we're meeting a spiritual mentor that draws us toward our most sensitive and sacred nature. I love that last part. We're meeting a spiritual mentor that draws us toward our most sensitive and sacred nature. And I see there's a couple comments. So before I continue, um, let's see, let me just back up a little bit. Um, so indeed, we are both watching. No pressure. Of course, no pressure. And Keith said, more like nervous system repattering. And let's see. Maga says, could it be looking at our emotions? Yes. Oh, looking at the chalice too, considering our emotions. Yes. And knowing which ones to let out when it's most needed or what's most beneficial. My clicking light language is developing. Oh, that sounds interesting, Alani. So you're developing that. Knowing what's in our subconscious. And let's see, I think I already pulled that one up. Nervous system patterns that no longer serve us. And Maga said that would tie in with some of the previous comments on healing. And okay, so that repeated a few times. Let's see. She wants to help you with your struggles. I like that. Like a counselor, someone who's able to sit with another person's emotions and helps them to learn how to regulate them and to share them in a safe space. I definitely knew someone like that. And as you enjoy reading these words, realize how your healing flows into your complete comfort and peace with every healing breath. Lovely. So, oh, we have a lot of comments. So, Jax, vagus nerve flossing can help some with depression symptoms. I've heard of the vagus nerve, but flossing, I'm not sure, because when I say flossing, I think of, cleaning up between the teeth. So I'm not quite sure, but anyways, and of course, as always, when we start talking about healing on our channels, we have to make sure that YouTube knows that this is for entertainment purposes only. These are just suggestions on how other people like to help heal themselves and others, but we always say get professional help always as well. And then we'll move on to all that emotional water. The water looks like it's really moving. Yep, because you see the ripples around her feet beautifully. So, should I continue? Was there something you wanted to add, Jackie?
Oh, there. I was trying to unmute myself. No, work away. The only thing that just occurred to me there is the nice clear blue sky in the card. Because sometimes, you
That
see clouds in the court cards.
And that beautiful blue sky connects with our throat chakra too, and helping
Yeah.
us communicate our emotions
Yeah.
safely and effectively. You think I would be like color? Ours. So thank you. And really quick,
Ooh,
Maya,
yeah.
when reversed or when surrounded by certain cards, this card indicates a massive meltdown. She can be, yes. Most definitely. The
Aw.
beautiful queen is healing. Yes, it is. Woo. Jax is on her way now. So there's certain stretched or stretches that will literally stretch that vagus nerve, and it can get linked up in tight muscles and stuff. Google has the stretches online. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Wait a minute. I'd ask what color would release the depression they run. Okay. Some of the the typing is a little, jarbled up here, folks. So if I can't read your comments the way you meant it, I apologize. Doing my best here. I'd ask what color would release the depression, then run through the color breathing method. Okay, I think that's what was. She would ask, what ripples do you cast around you? Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
What emotional ripples are you sending out around you? Or, what's coming to you? Because what we send out, comes back in many ways. So I love that. And Jax meant kinked. Okay. No need to get kinky here, Jax. So next section, or was there something you wanted to
No,
share?
no,
Okay,
no. Work
just wanted
away.
to make sure. Alrighty, so channel the Queen of Cups, test and validate your intuition. Ask Spirit for a sign, any sign, that can serve as a wink of confirmation. Quiet yourself enough to hear what the sign will be. Maybe you close your eyes and trust the first clue that appears in the darkness of your stillness. Common signs we can ask for are animals, specific flowers, or anything meaningful but unique to you. The sign serves as an agreed upon language between you and your spirit team. As you tap in, what sign will you trust? What sign will you honor? The Queen of Cups understands that there is co-creation and communication between her and the divine. She is attuned to the subtle magic that flows naturally and is confident enough to ask for what she needs. I like that last line. She is attuned to the subtle magic that flows naturally and is confident enough to ask for what she needs. And for deeper reflection, as a mystic, this mother of water has a natural attunement to the subconscious mind, like Magus mentioned, and an ability to heal and find intuitive clarity in all realms, including her dreams. Each morning, jot down the details of your dreams. Trust yourself and your inner knowing enough to tie some of these pieces together, creating what you can only intuit as some psychic message or healing information. And that was the Queen of Cups from this book.
That is lovely information
This is
from
a
that
great
book as
book.
well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, any more comments? No. Okay, so this is perfect timing. We are at 11:49, and continue to share in chat as we're going along. But Jackie had a great idea to end every show with pulling cards and asking the Queen of Cups, how is it that you phrase it? What can you teach us about yourself?
Yeah, I suppose just a message from the Queen of Cups for the week ahead.
Oh,
Do you
for
know?
the week ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
All
The
righty.
Queen wants us to care for our heart so we can care for others. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I always say, it's like on the airplane when they tell anyone with children, if the plane is going down, put on your own life vest first and then help children and elderly or whatever. And yeah, that's a very good point with as well, Magus. Yeah, the Queen wants us to care for our hearts so we can care for others, because we can't look after anyone else if we're not um well ourselves. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy. Hey, sir. How
Sandy's
are you?
here.
Yay. Now the party can start. So, and the hypnicity said, or Nalani said, let your emotions flow. Yes. So, I will let you go, my dear.
Sandy, put in chat what you think of the Queen of Cups. While I'm pulling a card for the week ahead, what does the Queen of Cups want to tell us? Is that your tiles I hear?
I got to grab a tile. It's like I can't do a show. It was so hard the other day. I did a show without the tiles. I'm like, I missed my tiles.
Love it.
Ooh.
Right.
All right. Ooh, oh my goodness.
Did I hear the cat?
Yes, the cat is out in the hallway.
Aww.
What's the matter? Come on. You can pull the door open.
Huh. I have the Knight of Pentacles, which, as we know, I always call my baby steps knight because he's the slowest moving knight. So, as a message from the Queen of Cups, so remember, Queen of Cups is water of water. So, a lot of emotions, okay? So, this is saying to take your time this week, don't let your emotions overcome you. Take everything slowly. Hey, Maz! Ah, look, he's handsome.
Yes, he is.
Take it slowly this week, guys. Don't rush into anything. Plan things. He's a master planner. He's Virgo, in case anyone's wondering. So, of course, we're in Virgo season 2. Isn't that funny? I'm sure before I pulled.
Last week you couldn't stop saying Knight of Pentacles.
Oh, that was it.
Remember?
Weird.
Every other mouth was Knight of Pentacles.
We were doing the Knight of Cups, and I kept saying Knight of Pentacles. Yeah.
And before I made our little clicker down there, the last one I had was Knight of Pentacles.
Mad.
That I had done that for. So yeah.
Okay, he's totally following me. Yeah.
Affirmation. I'm the calm keeper of my seed. My love is strong and soft. Oh, Magus, I love that. Looks like my tango. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. We gotta let Auntie.
So yeah,
Becky
that's
finish.
the message my Queen of Cups has given us for the week: is take things slowly, look after your emotions and whatever and whatnot, and be gentle with yourself.
Yes. So you're going to get off my lap for a second so I can do this? Okay.
Aww.
Just don't stick your butt in the camera. People would rather see your beautiful face than your cat butt.
True, we would.
Okay, so I got the Nine of Wands. So looking at this from an emotional, with the Queen of Cups next to it, looking at emotional resiliency. The the Nine of Wands is someone, as you can see, who has been through all types of battles. It's a card that represents that we have come out a bit battered, a bit tired, but we're still standing. And it just shows how strong and adaptable and resilient we are. So looking at this, I'm feeling something about emotional resiliency. And if we're going through an emotion where we are maybe struggling or finding it difficult to be able to emotionally find strength within ourselves, we can always reach out to the Ten of Pentacles, which is about family, legacy, feeling our health as well, feeling grounded, feeling secure. So this Queen of Cups is reminding us that we do have family, and sometimes that family could be also our friends, people that support us in our day-to-day life, and just knowing that emotionally being grounded in the earth, feeling safe, feeling secure. And also, this is an ancestors card as well, and a family card. So in times of when we feel like we're you know we're trying to remain or not remain, but sustain that emotional resiliency, we can always call upon our ancestors as well. So beautiful cards, and I did pull a tile, and I did get the moon card. So to me, this is perfect because with the Queen of Cups being the divine feminine and the moon being associated with the divine feminine, it's about connecting again with our intuition. Um, and not being afraid of looking into those emotions that may not, that may make us uncomfortable, or emotions that we may not want to deal with. But the moon shines that light into those places within us. And that's when, we find that we are emotionally resilient and that we have that family for emotional support, and our ancestors or our spirit team, that we want to reach out to. So she's pregnant with possibility, and just allow that intuition, that connection, um, to guide you. Like they said in the beginning, going with the flow. She is the flow. She is in control, like the ebbs and the ripples, like Nalani said. Sending those ripples out, asking for help, and knowing that it's always there. It always comes back, and we can count on our ancestors, our spiritual team, and people in our life to help us through those times. So that's what I have.
Beautiful. Yeah, and as Mega says, beautiful how this all came together. I love when you're doing a
Yes.
live with someone and you pull cards and it just comes all together as a
Mm-hmm.
whole message. Like,
Yep. Lovely, lovely. How can I bring love in? Yep. Especially when we're having those emotional times when we just don't feel like we can give another ounce, or we don't even have an ounce for ourselves. It shows that we can. So that's beautiful.
yeah.
And let's see. Oh, did I miss something that Sandy said?
Not just the
Oh,
comment
wait a minute.
before.
Okay, Megas, yes, well said. And what emotions do I avoid? Yep, avoid telling. Interesting, you both pulled knights. Mine was, he actually looks like a
9.
knight, but it was the knight. I know I said nine, but to me it sounded like it came out saying knight. So I wanted to make sure it was like the 9 of swords. But yeah, we've all been through those battles. How can I bring love into this space? And there we go, Sandy. She is a place of love and not negativity and
Yeah.
spitefulness. So in with the cards I got today, there was nothing of a negative aspect to the queen. It's just making sure that we do have those. We do go to those people in our lives, or our spirit guides, or spirit team, or whoever our deity is, our Godhead is, to help us be able to maintain that positive aspect of the queen, especially if we feel like we are going to have that emotional meltdown. That she's there to help us through those too. All emotions are valid. It's just how we learn how to manage them.
Mhm.
Disconnected. And let's see. Okay, so this is where at beautiful how this all came together. Look into our hearts, feelings, emotions, and bring love in, and kindness and forgiveness first to ourselves. Yes. And sometimes that's the hardest thing for us to do. We're
Yeah,
so able to give it to others, but when it's for ourselves,
true.
damn. And we love you too, Magus. Allow yourself time to recharge. Yes, with that 9 of Wands, emotional recharge, and allowing the family, the ancestors, the friends to give you that time and support that you need while you are emotionally regenerating and feeling better. Yeah, I just see this is why we love participation in chat, because it brings, like you said, Jackie, everything together.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
all righty. So, do you have anything coming up that you want to share, or just work, 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 work,
I
work?
do not. Yeah, work, 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 work. Yeah.
Oh, and Nalani says, thank you for doing these shows. Well, thank you for coming
You're
and
very
supporting
welcome.
Jackie and I every day. Um, I
Oh,
needed
good,
this too
Megas.
today, Magus. I found out a friend of mine, an artist friend back in New York, unexpectedly died the other night. And I just found out last night. You never know when we're going to go. So live life to the fullest. Tap into that beautiful Queen of Cups. And yeah, don't be afraid to share your love for others and yourself. And And for
Yeah.
me, today is Wednesday. I might do a pop-up with my fun yarn tarot that I got
Oh yeah.
last week. I'm still looking at that. And right now, my Friday night show, I don't have a sidekick with me. So I may do a solo unless I find someone else to hang out with me. So we'll see, but I should be here Friday for my show one way or the other. And thank you. Yeah, I was in tears last night. It was totally unexpected. And he was just creating some new art. He just got into New York
Uh,
City. He'd been working his whole life to get there. Only early 60s, I think Jay was. Beautiful, accomplished Native American artist, and always was there to support me and my art. So again, the Queen
uh,
of Cups, the intuitive, the creative, the artistic. Let it flow, everybody. Don't be afraid to hold back your beautiful talents and share them with the world, you know? So, thank you again, everybody. We will see you next week when we do the King of
King
Cups.
of Cups.
And, well, maybe we'll see you in chat or in another show. So, next time, have a great week, everybody, and or rest of your week, and we'll see you later. Thank you
Thanks,
again.
peeps.
Much love.